Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA word of the day. And the word for today is love and tolerance. And this is the quote: love and tolerance of others is our code. And that is from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 84, also called the Big Blue Book. Oh, I had to stop at my cat, saw a gecko, and was totally flipping out. He was climbing up and down the screens, and he was going nuts. So, as I said, it's from the Big Blue Book, aptly named because it's big and it's blue compared to the 12 Steps and 12 Tradition, which is a smaller book, although they all come out in large type print if you have difficulty seeing. And they're also available, I'm trying to think, Blind Society, they send out audio books to people with blindness or real difficulty seeing. I have found that I have to forgive others in all situations to maintain any real spiritual progress. The vital importance of forgiving may not be obvious to me at first sight, but my studies tell me that every great spiritual teacher has insisted strongly upon it. I must forgive injuries, not just in words or as a matter of form, but in my heart. I don't do this for the other person's sake, but for my own sake. Resentment, anger, or a desire to see someone punished are things that rot my soul. Such things fasten troubles to me with a chain. They tie me to other problems that have nothing to do with my original problem. Truer words have never been spoken. Hold on one second. That rascally cat got the door open to the house and the TV was on, and I could hear it, and it'll probably show up on this video for a few seconds. So I closed the door. What a wonderful, wonderful text. And once again, if they wanted to, they could put my picture right up on top, because when I felt like I was in the right, there were no ends that I would go to make sure that you knew I was right and you were wrong. And some of the words of AA speak of a polite form of murder by character assassination, just spreading rumor and innuendo about a person. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And this says I have to forgive in all situations. And I take that to mean whether you're right or wrong, you've got to forgive. You can't hold the high ground and say, we will have no contact until you admit you were wrong. Just say, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry that we fought. And just get it over with in hope that there can be reconciliation. Time is so short. You know, I think of the time when I picked up my first drink, Boone's Farm apple wine, to now, and it just seems a blur. It went by so fast. My whole working career went by fast. Retirement's going by fast. I sit down and record a show, and then the next day I'm sitting down and I can't believe a day has passed. I don't know, time's going way too fast for me now. I really notice it in the things that I do every week, like going to church. Then I have a men's meeting on Friday. It seems like I just left the meeting. Hey, and we got it again. And I put down that forgiving must be real and from the heart. It can't be a phony one, or else it won't do any good. It may do good for them, but not for yourself. And I learned that early on, and it says it right here. I must forgive injuries, not just in words or as a matter of form, but in my heart. And I will tell you, for me, it's become easier to do that. I mentioned the case of when I was bowling, taking a picture of my friend Manny bowling. Strongest bowler I've ever seen. Those pins would go flying when he got them. He played baseball too, I think, so, and he was a lefty, and he'd get like 35 miles an hour for a pin when he threw it. And I wanted to get him on a strike, but I totally forgot about the guy bowling in the lane next to him. And I took a picture, and the guy was off, and he didn't get what he wanted to get on that chance to bowl, and he was drunk and mad. And I told him I didn't want to fight. I apologized. I said, it's all my fault. Let me buy you another big mug of beer. And he wanted to go outside and fight, and it just became so ridiculous. Even his friends came over and pulled him away from me and came over and apologized and said he's usually not like that. And I just did not want to fight over something. It wasn't worth it. I was wrong in that case. I should have waited till he bowled, then taken the picture. Told my friend Manny to hold up, but I just, sometimes you forget little things, and I'll never do it again. And it's very true that most spiritual leaders tell us to forgive, or else it's going to gnaw at you, and you will never find happiness. You fixate on the supposed injustice to you, and you'll never grow spiritually. That'll take over like a cancer. And they mention that, say, such things fasten my troubles to me with chains. They tie me to other problems that have nothing to do with my original problem. And it can send you in all sorts of directions you don't want to go, things that you thought you had gotten past in your recovery. So, whether I'm right or wrong, I apologize. Or I try to. And I think I'm the better for it. I think I learned in these 34 years that, you can be right, but you still can apologize. Make that person feel better, make yourself feel better, and walking away knowing you don't have any resentments. And then you can grow spiritually. So God bless. Have a safe and sober Thursday. We will talk to you tomorrow. God bless.